You walk into the store. Your hair's done. Outfit sharp. You even added your favorite earrings. But no one notices. No second glances. No compliments. Just silence. You think to yourself, did I lose it somewhere along the way? And if we're honest, that silence? It stings more than we admit. Because once upon a time, you turned heads without trying. Now? You feel like wallpaper. Invisible. But here's the truth they don't tell you. You haven't lost your beauty. You've just crossed into a version of beauty the world has forgotten how to celebrate. It's not the kind of beauty that needs mascara or filters. It's not loud or flashy. It's deeper. Stronger. More radiant than ever. You've become stunning in ways no magazine teaches, no red carpet rewards. Your beauty has evolved, but culture stopped paying attention. So maybe no one told you. But we will. Because there are signs, subtle, powerful, undeniable signs, that you are still breathtaking. And they have nothing to do with your age, your weight, or the size of your wardrobe. They have everything to do with how you carry your story, how you show up, and how the right kind of people feel lucky just to sit beside you. So today, we're going to reveal the 12 shocking signs you're still a stunning woman after 60, even if the mirror sometimes makes you doubt it. Even if no one said the words out loud. Welcome to Better Aging Advice, where aging isn't a decline, it's a comeback. If you believe the second half of life should be the best half, then hit that like button. Subscribe for stories that light you up inside. Because you're not done. You're just getting started. Quick question before we begin. Drop one word in the comments right now that describes how you feel about your beauty today. Because this isn't just a video. It's a reminder that you're still here. And you're still stunning. Meet Margot. She's 68, a former nurse who spent 40 years caring for others, holding hands in emergency rooms and whispering comfort into the ears of strangers. She knew what it meant to be strong and soft at the same time. But when her husband passed 5 years ago, the silence hit differently. The house grew quiet, and so did the world around her. Margot used to walk into rooms and feel noticed. People smiled, men straightened their posture, strangers complimented her earrings, her laugh, her perfume. Now, she sat at church feeling invisible. Browsers bumped into her at the farmer's market without a glance. Even close friends forgot to ask how she was. It wasn't vanity, Margot didn't crave attention, but the absence of being seen felt like a slow erasure. She began to wonder, is this what happens? Does beauty just disappear? Then something shifted. One morning, she passed her hallway mirror, a reflection she usually avoided, the tired face, the slouching posture, the woman who looked nothing like who she used to be. But this time, she stopped and looked. Not to judge, not to fix, just to remember. She pulled out the scarf her husband used to love, brushed her hair, and put on the burgundy lipstick she hadn't worn in years. When she stepped out that day, into the same town, same sidewalk, same stores, something subtle happened. A man held the door longer than usual, the cashier smiled warmly, the barista complimented her scarf. Nothing dramatic, but something had changed, not in them, in her. She remembered herself. She carried her beauty, not like a memory, but as a living presence. This moment marked the start of a new chapter, one where Margot realized that stunning after 60 isn't about being seen by everyone, it's about seeing yourself first. Sign 1, your presence still turns heads. One quiet afternoon, Margot was at the grocery store, wearing no makeup, just grabbing soup for dinner. She wasn't expecting anything special, just another routine errand. Then, a young mother with a toddler looked her in the eye and said, "You remind me of my grandmother. She was the strongest, most beautiful woman I knew." Margot smiled, a little surprised. She hadn't thought of herself that way in years. But in that moment, she realized something important. The beauty that shines after 60 isn't about flashy clothes or perfect makeup. It's deeper, it's the calm that comes from a lifetime of experience. It's the quiet wisdom in your eyes, the steady presence that says you've faced storms and come through stronger. People notice this presence, even if it isn't loud or obvious. It doesn't demand attention, it invites it gently. This is your first sign of being stunning after 60. You carry an energy that calms and inspires. You don't need glamour to turn heads. Your confidence, your kindness, your story, all of it shines through. So next time you doubt your impact, remember Margot's moment. Your presence is a gift. You're still seen. And you're still beautiful, in ways that truly matter. Sign 2, you're comfortable in your own silence. Margot used to feel the pressure to fill every silence with words. At her weekly book club, she would jump in quickly, trying to keep conversations flowing, afraid that quiet moments meant she wasn't interesting enough. But as she grew older, something changed. She began to sit back and listen, really listen, to what others were saying. Instead of rushing to speak, she allowed the silence to settle around her. And when she finally spoke, her words carried weight. Her friends noticed. They leaned in, hanging on to every thought she shared. They respected her more, not because she talked more, but because she spoke with intention. This is the second sign you're stunning after 60, comfort in your own silence. You don't need to fill every moment with noise to be heard. In fact, your quiet presence becomes a powerful statement all on its own. Silence isn't emptiness, it's space for thought, connection, and authenticity. When you embrace it, you show others that you're secure in who you are. You don't need to prove yourself. That confidence, that calm, becomes magnetic. So if you find yourself retreating into silence sometimes, know this, it's not a weakness. It's your power shining through. Like Margot, you're learning that sometimes the most stunning thing you can do is simply be fully present, fully yourself, even in the quiet. Sign 3, your smile tells a lifetime of stories. At a recent family gathering, Margot's grandson snapped a candid photo of her smiling. Looking closely, he said, "I love your wrinkles, Nana. They look like laugh lines." Her heart warmed, and she laughed, really laughed, for the first time in months. Those lines around her eyes weren't just marks of aging, they were stories etched by years of joy, love, and resilience. Each wrinkle told a chapter, the laughter shared with friends, the quiet moments of happiness with her husband, the tears wiped away during tough times. This is the third sign you're stunning after 60, your smile carries a lifetime of stories. Your face holds the map of your experiences, not as flaws, but as badges of a life well lived. Instead of hiding these signs, embrace them. They reflect your authenticity and the rich emotions that have shaped you. When you smile, you share all those moments without saying a word. That genuine warmth invites connection and reminds others that beauty isn't about perfection, it's about truth. So next time you catch your reflection and see those lines, remember, they aren't just wrinkles. They're your story, and that story is stunning. Like Margot, let your smile be a celebration of everything you've lived through and everything you still have to give. Sign 4, you make people feel seen. Every week, Margot volunteers at the local community clinic. It's a simple role, but one where she shines in ways she never expected. As patients come through the doors, something happens, people open up to her immediately. They share worries, stories, even fears they hadn't told anyone else. Margot remembers each name, greets every person with a warm hug or a gentle touch. It's not about grand gestures, it's the small, sincere moments that matter most. This is the fourth sign you're stunning after 60, you make people feel truly seen. After years of experience and growth, you've learned that real beauty isn't just about appearances. It's about the way you connect with others, how deeply you notice them and how fully you listen. You've developed a kindness that goes beyond words, a presence that reassures and comforts. In a world that often feels rushed and distracted, your ability to truly see someone is rare and powerful. When you make others feel seen, valued, and heard, you become unforgettable. So like Margot, remember that your greatest beauty might just be your heart, open, attentive, and ready to hold space for others. That's a kind of stunning that lasts a lifetime. Sign 5, strangers trust you with their stories. One afternoon in the park, Margot noticed a teenage girl sitting alone on the bench beside her. The girl's eyes were red, tears silently falling, but she said nothing. Margot didn't push or pry. Instead, she gently asked, "Want to talk?" Slowly, the girl opened up, sharing fears, struggles, and pain she hadn't told anyone before. This moment wasn't random. It was the fifth sign you're stunning after 60, strangers trust you with their stories. Over the years, you've carried your own challenges and healing. That experience creates an invisible invitation, a safe space where others feel comfortable sharing their truths. People sense your quiet strength and empathy. They know you've been through hard times and come out the other side, not broken but wiser. That makes you a beacon of hope and comfort for those who feel lost or unheard. It's not about fixing or advising, it's about being present and accepting. So when someone shares their story with you, know that this trust is a rare and beautiful gift. Like Margot, your life's journey has made you someone people can rely on, not just for advice, but for understanding and compassion. That kind of connection is a powerful sign of your stunning spirit. Sign 6, you don't apologize for your boundaries. For years, Margot struggled to say no. She felt guilty turning down requests, afraid of disappointing others or causing conflict. But over time, something shifted. She realized that saying yes out of obligation only drained her energy and dimmed her spirit. Now, Margot says yes only when she truly means it. When she needs rest, she asks for it. When a request doesn't feel right, she gently but firmly says no, without apologies or explanations. This is the 6th sign you're stunning after 60, you don't apologize for your boundaries. Setting limits isn't selfish, it's an act of self-respect and care. It shows that you value your time, your energy, and your well-being. That quiet, grounded strength is magnetic. People respect it, even if they don't always understand it. By protecting your space, you create room to grow, heal, and thrive. So like Margot, embrace the power of your boundaries. Know that standing firm is not just healthy, it's beautiful. Your ability to say no when needed is a stunning act of courage and self-love. Sign 7, your style isn't trendy, it's true. One sunny Saturday, Margot wore a bright yellow scarf to brunch, a scarf that once belonged to her mother. It wasn't trendy or flashy, but it held memories and meaning. As she settled at the table, a woman nearby glanced over and said, "You look radiant." It wasn't about being young or fashionable. It was something deeper, something genuine. This is the 7th sign you're stunning after 60, your style isn't trendy, it's true. With years behind you, you no longer dress to impress others or chase fleeting fads. Instead, you choose what feels authentic, what tells your story. Your clothing, accessories, and colors become expressions of your journey, your values, and your spirit. That kind of style resonates far beyond surface-level beauty. It shines with confidence, comfort, and self-awareness. When you dress true to yourself, you don't need approval, you radiate a quiet power that commands respect. Like Margot, you learn that real beauty isn't about following trends. It's about honoring who you are and wearing that truth proudly every day. That authenticity? It's stunning, and it never goes out of style. Sign 8, you handle chaos with grace. When Margot's friend learned their long-planned trip was cancelled, panic quickly set in. Frustration and disappointment filled the room. But Margot simply smiled and said, "We'll find another adventure." No panic. No drama. Just calm acceptance and quiet confidence. This is the 8th sign you're stunning after 60, you handle chaos with grace. Life will throw curveballs, plans fall apart, unexpected challenges arise. But your response sets you apart. Years of experience have taught you how to stay steady, even when everything around you feels uncertain. That emotional steadiness isn't just about staying calm, it's about embracing flexibility and hope. When you meet chaos with grace, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your calm becomes a safe harbor in storms, a source of strength for friends and family. Like Margot, your ability to navigate life's ups and downs with poise is a powerful sign of your stunning spirit. It's a reminder that true beauty comes from resilience, courage, and the gentle strength to keep moving forward. Sign 9, people watch you without knowing why. At the local museum, Margot caught a man's gaze from across the room. It wasn't the kind of look that hinted at flirtation or attraction, it was something quieter, more curious. She noticed he seemed to be trying to understand something about her, something beyond the surface. That something was her peace. Her ease. The calm glow that surrounded her like a gentle light. This is the 9th sign you're stunning after 60, people watch you without knowing why. It's not about vanity or showing off. It's about embodying a deep, authentic confidence that can't be faked. You've lived through joys and struggles, And you've come out stronger, wiser, and more at peace with yourself. That energy is magnetic. It draws people in without you having to say a word. When you become your own source of confidence, others sense it, even if they can't quite put their finger on why. Like Margot, you don't pretend to be confident. You simply become it. And that natural glow? It's one of the most stunning signs of all. Sign 10, you stay curious, not closed. After decades away from painting, Margot decided to enroll in an online art class. At first, she felt rusty and unsure. But as the weeks passed, that familiar sparkle returned to her eyes, the same one she'd had when she first picked up a brush as a young woman. This is the 10th sign you're stunning after 60, you stay curious, not closed. Curiosity keeps your mind sharp and your spirit alive. It's the willingness to learn new things, try new experiences, and embrace change, even when it feels uncomfortable. Instead of retreating into routine or fear of the unknown, you lean into growth. This openness fuels joy, creativity, and connection. Like Margot, you rediscover passions and develop new ones, reminding yourself that life doesn't slow down, it evolves. Stunning women after 60 aren't defined by age, they're defined by their hunger for discovery and the courage to keep exploring. That spark of curiosity? It's a powerful magnet that keeps your inner light shining bright. Sign 11, you light up when you talk about your passion. Margot had picked up her paintbrush again after years of setting it aside. She wasn't sure if she still had the touch, but something inside urged her to try. One evening, she showed her latest painting to her daughter. As Margot spoke about her art, her daughter paused and said softly, "Mom, you look alive when you talk about art." It wasn't about makeup or a new hairstyle. It was something deeper, something that came from within. Her soul was shining through. This is the 11th sign you're stunning after 60, you light up when you talk about your passion. Passion breathes new life into your days. It gives your voice a special glow, a spark that others notice and admire. It's the fire that rekindles your energy and fills your life with purpose. When you share what you love, people naturally gravitate toward your enthusiasm. That radiant excitement reminds everyone that true beauty comes from within. Like Margot, you discover that nurturing your passions isn't just fulfilling, it transforms you. It lights up your face, your heart, and the space around you. And that kind of beauty? It's timeless, unforgettable, and uniquely yours. Sign 12, you've made peace with your reflection. One quiet morning, Margot stood alone in front of her bathroom mirror. It was a moment she once dreaded, searching for every wrinkle, every line, every sign of fading youth. But this time, something was different. She didn't look for flaws or imperfections like she used to. Instead, she took a deep breath and really looked, at the woman staring back. The reflection wasn't a stranger, it was someone who had lived a full life, carried burdens, celebrated joys, and faced challenges with courage. For the first time in years, Margot whispered softly to herself, "You're still here. And you're still beautiful." It wasn't about the world's standards or what others might say. It wasn't about hiding aging or trying to be someone she wasn't anymore. This moment was about a deep, hard-won acceptance that blossomed from within her soul. This acceptance, this peace with her reflection, is the 12th and most powerful sign you're stunning after 60. It means you no longer fight the inevitable changes that come with time. You no longer resist the stories etched into your skin or the silver strands in your hair. Instead, you honor your journey, the laughter shared with loved ones, the tears shed during hard times, and the lessons that shaped who you are today. You recognize that true beauty isn't just skin deep, it's the quiet strength that shines from your eyes, the warmth in your smile, and the courage that lives in your heart. Like Margot, you've learned to love yourself fully and unconditionally, exactly as you are, right now. And that kind of self-acceptance? It shines brighter than any spotlight, outshining any youthful glow. It's a light that comes from knowing your worth isn't tied to appearance, but to the person you've become. So, which of these signs resonated with you most? Drop the number below, we'd love to hear your story and celebrate your stunning beauty after 60. Margot once believed beauty was something she left behind in her youth. She thought those days were gone, replaced by invisibility and quiet corners. But what she didn't realize was that she had simply not learned to see the new kind of beauty she was growing into, the beauty of wisdom, strength, and grace. If you ever feel invisible or overlooked, remember this: you don't need anyone else's words to be stunning. Your glow is there, waiting for you to recognize it. It's the quiet confidence in your step, the kindness in your eyes, the resilience in your spirit. This is your time to shine in ways that go beyond skin deep. If this story made you feel seen, give it a like. Share in the comments which signs surprised you the most. Your voice matters here. And subscribe for more powerful, soul-stirring stories like Margot's, because aging isn't an ending. It's your masterpiece in progress, unfolding beautifully with every day.